Okay, today is February 15th, 2020, and we're going to do a septic tank clean out and septic tank filter clean out. And my septic tank is underneath this homemade patio here. Okay, here is where I believe the end of it is. It's 10 feet 8 inches long. And I'm sorry, it's 8.5. The septic tank is 8.5 feet long, and it's 10 feet 8 inches from the house, which is there. Okay, so the septic tank is mostly underneath this patio here. And so what I'm going to do now is move these plants out of the way and measure it up again, and start taking these patio stones up to get to the. I have to get to the pump out doors that are on top of the septic tank. Okay, so I think the septic tank, the end of it, this is where it goes out into the drain field. I think it's right there between those two. I got that little stick there, and I got that metal bar there. I think that's the width of it. Okay, the length of it is going to be down here somewhere, 10 feet 8 inches from the house. So I think get the tape measure, Kath, here. Here's our tape measure. Okay. Here, grab that end of the tape measure. Okay. And she's over there at the house. And 10 feet 8 inches is right there. Okay, so the end of the septic tank is probably right in here somewhere. The end where the actual pipe comes in. So hang on a second, Kath. So I'm going to pull up some stones. I'm going to dig this end out first. I would dig this end. There's little spacers. I'm going to show you after the first big one. There's a little spacer that goes here, and there's a little spacer over here on this one, on that first brick that we took out. There's the spacers there on the end. And we found it. The tank is the. Here's the door. There's see that metal thing's right there. That's the handle to the door. So that's the first one, and the other one's going to be back there. I'm going to take a measurement of this from the house, and then but we have to take up this next brick also. Okay, that's what it looks like now that after we dug it up. Okay, there's the front lid, and then here is the back lid. You see the handle there, that metal handle. So now we're going to take the measurements so that it'll be easier to find next time. We found it pretty easy this time because of the. I made a video, years ago when we put this tank in. So we had a pretty easy time finding it. But I just want to actually pinpoint it now. Let's measure from the house to where the first lid handle is. Here he is, Kath. Here he is. I guess we'll do it later. Okay, we're back. We had to take a break because the poo man was here with the septic pump out. But you can see he sealed it up with concrete. Both of them are sealed up because he had to really break those tops because he couldn't get it open. Whoever cemented them on last time, just like it was almost a permanent job, so he had to really smash into the lids, and so then he had to cement around the edges again because he had big holes around the lids. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the final measurements to where the lid handle is there. That lid handle. Kathy's got the measurement out here. Okay, so that's the house. Just hold it against the house, Kath. It came off the house a little bit. Okay. So it's the lid handle is 12 feet 3 inches.
And you notice that it's right lining up with the edge of the white.
Yeah, it's 12 feet 3 inches.
Make sure you videotape the white.
Yeah.
Straight line.
Yeah, it's straight, and it's straight. It's pretty much straight across from where the cross of the bricks are too. That's another way of telling.
Okay, let me have that. Sorry.
Okay, so now we're going to measure from this lid to the other lid and see how far that is. Because the other lid, so we said 12 feet 3 inches, right? 12 feet 3 inches. So now we're going to measure from this lid. Here, hold this straight up and down. We're going to measure it, hold that straight up and down. Hold this. Okay, so now we're going to measure from lid to lid so we know. So this lid is about, it's just under 6 feet. This lid is they're just about
6 feet.
Yeah, 5 feet 10 inches. 5 feet 10 inches.
That's taller than me.
That's the distance. That's the distance from this lid. It's a little under. It's like 5 feet 10 inches from lid to lid. And here's how I can measure also how far it is from the patio. Okay, it's about, you got to start the hole about 7 inches from the patio. Because that's the edge of the patio. And you can see where the hole was
There's
perfect.
a brick there you can
Because the pipe, the sprinkler pipe is under there. So if you start the hole 7 inches from the patio, that'll be perfect. And the lid is almost lined up with these. You see these with the red bricks. The lid is almost lined up perfectly with those. If you start the hole and you just, come out 7 inches and just line it up with these bricks, that's the perfect amount. That's the perfect
there's
amount.
The brick. Yeah, see, there's the brick. You didn't
Yeah,
see the brick.
I did the brick. It's about 7 inches, 6 inches. Say 6 inches. Okay, say 6 inches, not 7 inches. 6 inches. And the pipe is under there, so you got to watch out. But if you just go 6 inches from the edge of the patio, it's good. And the hole is like 26 inches by 26 inches. 26 by 26, the size of the square hole. It's 26 by 26. That's the size of this hole. Okay. So that's the septic measurements, and that's what we got. If we ever have to do it again, it was 10 years since we got the septic put in there, and he said it was in good shape. Everything looked good. He says it wasn't, nothing. The scum layer wasn't too big, and the tank wasn't too full of poo. It was, it was about right, and the filter was kind of clogged, but that always happens after, for 10 years. That always happens. So, but he says, yeah, everything looked good. So we're good to go, and then I'll fill this all in. And that'll be it for another, who knows how many years.